everyone, and welcome. I swear I'm not a homebody. Like, I know I do all my videos in my car, and I do have a home to go to. I'm just not somebody that stays at home all day. I literally go home to eat, sleep, and that's pretty much it. And shower. That's really all I go home for. Change my clothes, sanitation type things. But anyways, this video was kind of kicked off by a message, a download that I was receiving, or like, I guess a perspective, I don't know what they're calling it, that I saw from this show. It's a cartoon, adult cartoon called Disenchantment, or it can be a kid's cartoon. It's pretty PG, but anyway, so it was the very last episode, or the second to last, I forget, season 4, where, you know, it was basically an evil twin trapped in a different world. So I'm gonna title this video, "Don't Let the Dark Side of You Pull a Switcheroo." Don't let the old you do a switcheroo, right? But I'm just gonna say the dark parts. Now, in one of my posts, my earlier post, I told the tale, or read off the tale to you guys, about the two wolves. You know, the good wolf and the bad wolf. Which one do you feed? Which one survives? Or which one is going to be stronger? It's the one that you feed. The one you feed more. But in the same breath, you need both the wolves. You know, they both protect each other. So don't hate the old you so bad. Okay, let me run it back. So there was a lot of series of events that led up to the main character in the show is a girl who is supposed to be, she's a princess, but she does not want to be a princess, big time tomboy, so on and so forth. But you know, all the events eventually lead up to her looking, or ending up on the other side of a mirror world, where she faces her evil self, and it has provoked her to kill her evil twin, basically. So her evil twin provoked her to kill her, and she thanks her, right? And that's some people in your life. They don't want to be killed by anybody but you, because they want to come replace you. Let me elaborate. Now, they had the whole battle. The darker side of you, or you know, will provoke you, like your thoughts, a lot of the things you do go through when it comes to accountability is of your own thoughts, your own volition, you know, making you move a certain way and provoking you and agitating you. Fear, doubt, anger, you know, or misplaced anger, should I say, because anger can be fuel. All this can be fuel, you know, if you learn how to channel it, if you learn how to transmute that energy. But she did not transmute the energy properly. She just wanted to kill the old her so bad because she was provoked so bad. And, you know, it was a love-hate relationship, literally, because she loved the dark side of her that helped her get into all her shenanigans, her adventures. You know, that was what, you know, made her life full of adventure, right? And misguided adventure at that, adventure that kept her in trouble and kept her in a lower vibrational phase. So anyway, she cuts the head off of her demon, right? And the demon thanks her, you know. So she fell right into the trap. So then the demon disappears, and then comes back as her, because it looks just like her, you know, but it doesn't talk like her. You know, the essence isn't her. So the character is Bean, the main character, who has this evil demon. Everybody in the show has an evil demon, but they're focused on her right now. In the first episode, she had or inherited her own personal demon, Earth Demon, which is Lucy. And Lucy was the only one that was able to tell that it wasn't her that came back through that mirror. And, you know, it takes a demon, it takes one to know one, right? So you need you need some of the darker people in your lives, you know, the lower vibrational people in life, you know, to watch out for you, even if they, you know, some of them even get you in trouble, whatever, but you have your own decisions to make. You have to use your discernment, you know, if you're talking about mischief and everything like that. But sometimes you need those people so they can see, or you need both sides of you, right? You need that other side of you to be able to recognize a demon, because that other side of you is discernment as well. You can't just be all good, otherwise you wouldn't know what bad is, and vice versa. So the demon, her personal earth demon, goes in to save her through the mirror. You know, she was spotted by one of her little friends, an elf called Elfo, and you know, the real being was in the mirror crying, you know, trying to figure out how to get out. She couldn't figure it out, and she was so hurt and distraught that she killed her old, you know, she killed her evil half, and now she's trapped. Because even if you are able to defeat your enemies, or what you feel like are your enemies, right, you can't just kill the other half, because you'd be sad without it. All you will know is sadness, because something has to replace, you know, what has just died in you. There's always going to be something that replaces what dies in you. And when she tricked her into filling her heart with hate and malice on one occasion, and then she came back because she had a reoccurring dream where someone was running from her, and she thought it was her mother. She grabbed her hair, and it would turn out to be her doppelganger. And yeah, so what would replace her as a whole would be evil there, and sadness that she is now, her all good that was in her is now lost to the world, because she filled her heart and her intention with hate just to defeat this dark side of her. That's not how you do it. You can only defeat darkness with light and love. You know, just like I was discussed. I don't know if I discussed this already, but I'll look back and see. Oh, actually I did. That's why you have to know when somebody's trying to create a nigga moment, because it will have you stuck for life, or maybe even for eternity. If you believe in reincarnation and stuff like that, it will follow you into every lifetime until you live out that karmic cycle and figure out what you need to do during that karmic cycle. You get me? So yeah, it's an extremely layered show, and I need to really watch it from season 1 and run it back, because you know, I was noticing in seasons 3 and 4, it's just like, whoa, you know, I was high at the time, you know, on edibles when I started, you know, and even without the edibles, season 4 is just layered with so many spiritual messages, so many, like they have underworlds and the people that are on the bottom, and people that need to atone for the sins of their ancestors, so on and so forth, you know, and you know, all that led up to her basically facing her shadow side, you know, and hating it so much that she killed that part of her, you know, and that part of her ended up taking over, ended up consuming her essence, you know, but the only person that was able to tell was the demon, because she's typically mean. It also was a mirror of who she was, you know, when she let the evil take over. Like, she was typically kind of mean to her little friend Elfo. She was kind of mean to both of them, but you know, the little demon, the earth demon didn't care. They were like, oh, you know, I love the energy. You know, it was taking her energy as a little demon too, but she wouldn't spend too much time on it. But they were also her, you know, her buddies, so they had their lives and they had their mission, their adventures and misadventures. So don't let the dark side of you do the switcheroo. Do not let yourself be consumed by your own darkness, and don't be so consumed with killing the old parts of you that you start to hate the old parts of you, or the bad parts of you, you know, whatever low vibration parts of you that you have, that side of you consumes you. And I highly recommend watching this show. There's so many spiritual messages. I think that's going to be a thing for me now, is deciphering or getting where I interpreted it from different cartoons or different shows, movies, whatnot. I think that's actually going to be a thing. I guess I'll choose a day, or just choose when to do it, or whatever. I'll just pop up with a random, like, hey. But anyway, that's what I got from just 1 or 2 episodes in the 4th season. I really haven't looked into it. I looked at the overall of the show, and you know, before I started really paying attention, it was, you know, to me it's a very funny show, but the messages are so lit. But anyways, just wanted to drop that message off, that interpretation off, or download, whichever. And with that, I say, drink plenty of water, eat your roots, heal yourself, never let somebody else dictate your worth, And most importantly, life is too short to mind other people's business, so I suggest you mind your own. And peace.